Frozen chicken nuggets, a staple of any healthy child's diet. It's a convenient and easy way, which are synonyms, to make food and eat it. I should prepare these beforehand. That's what I'm learning here. Often dinosaur shaped, more often nugget shaped, but how does it taste? There's so many options to choose from. We could barely carry them back to the office. By we, I mean Nico, who was kind enough to carry them back to the office. And they're super expensive right now, which we only realized when it came time to check out because of the bird flu. So this will either inform your purchases at a future date, or it will be a charming time capsule of what life used to be like when we could eat chicken. Either way, you win. All right, first nug. I'm gonna be taste testing these blind, both because that's what you guys like, but also because it's gonna present a very fun game of what the hell is this? Audience, what the hell is this? Okay, you know what? Actually, I think I know what the hell it is. I think it's a pterodactyl. See that?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, all right. Immediate, at least 5. If you can make an appreciable shape that I understand. I guess they are all like that. Never mind. Let's take a look at that cross section. Okay, that looks like, I don't know how helpful this is gonna be because all chicken nuggets kind of look the same. It's a pasty white mass inside of a thick breaded coating. We're also air frying all of these chicken nuggets just to get all of your rocks off because I know you like that. We're air frying specifically for that reason. Also because these feel pretty genuinely crisp. I'm sure they feel the same way out of an oven.
This was faster, way faster.
This was faster. Very heavy breading. Ooh, I used mouthwash about an hour ago? That shouldn't have a bearing. It was an hour ago. I sat through a whole health insurance webinar since then. But something tastes f***ing weird about this. I know what to do. I got the medicine. Pickle ketchup all day. Too much. That was too much. Cleanse that palate. Come on. Okay. Nope, something tastes off in there. It's like we have chicken nuggets at home kind of flavor, where the breading tastes, I don't want to say homemade because that's a good thing. I mean homemade as in your mom tried to make chicken McNuggets and did not live up to the expectations that they set. I don't know what gender your mom is. Okay, let's get to work. Let's do some actual work here and rate this sucker, which is that I don't like it. That's my rating, which translates to a score of, I think, a 4. What this is. Yummy Dino Buddies. Fun, nutritious, delicious. Yummy Dino Buddies. Whole grain, that's probably why they tasted so like bready. With this guy, they're looking, it looks like they're trying to capture Their Back. Remember Their Back? Did you ever watch Their Back? It's a movie. It's an animated movie. I'll admit, bad branding. Their Back. Who's back? That could be the name of a horror movie. That could be a name of a kid with Easter. What?
They're back.
They're back. Easter?
Jesus.
Non-binary Jesus. They're back. Okay. We wasted a lot of time on the first one. I will move faster. Okay, here's an ugly chicken nugget, unevenly browned. Holy sh**, is there a lot of chicken in there? I take everything back. Compared to those Dino Buddies, these are a veritable whole chicken inside of this. Let's see what we're dealing with. Still very much we threw some frozen nuggets in the oven flavor. I suppose I should expect that on all fronts, but they're ugly and the chicken's, I think, drier, very hard to tell. They're all dry. 5. We moved into that brand of bacon that's twice as much as all the other bacons. Applegate Naturals. This has got to be the first Applegate product that we've ranked on this series. Wow, there's only 510 calories in this whole box. You tell me I could dump this whole box out onto a microwave plate and zap it for 10 minutes, eat the whole thing standing over the sink, and I'd be fine? Pretty cool. What the hell? Oh, it's a, I thought it was a triangle. It's a dinosaur. It's just a stupid dinosaur. I thought it was geometry. Sacred geometry. Nuggets. Okay, back to work. This is a better looking breading on this one. It's uneven, but it looks like really, it's got more topography to it. There's height and depth. I don't know why I'm holding it upside down like that. Is that annoying and upsetting? You'll notice I'm not stopping. I will say it looks like somebody breaded and fried it themselves. Like it's got those sort of weak bald patches on there. Oh, I don't know, I got set up for expecting skinny chicken. This is a lot of chicken in this one. You just ate one. Breading tastes homemade, but not in a homemade way. It tastes like an imitation chicken nugget that you made at home, but you did it with chemicals. And you're a scientist doing work from home. You work at the Chicken Nuggets lab. The chicken is, I'd say, moister than the last one, and there's, dare I say, even more of it. It's so thick with chicken. Again, not super crazy about the flavor, but it's not doing anything bad for me. I'll give it a 5. Another 5. Jurassic World branded. What the fuck? Who makes this? John Soules? How did you land this contract, John? You got the official Jurassic World chicken nugget. You outbid Perdue? You outbid Tyson? Who's this guy? I've never heard John Soules. I'm blown away by by whomever John Soules is. What a contract to land. Holy shit. It's even got the Chris Pratt's pet dinosaur on the back, the one with the blue stripe. I think he calls him Blue. 5 of these guys, just like the movies, am I right? The new ones. All of the new ones, even 2 and, well, especially 3. I wonder if it's the most successful franchise with the worst movies. That's a good question to ask right now. All right, it already looks shitty. Now we have a much flatter entrance into the dinosaur kingdom, and definitely more nondescript dino. They really couldn't give them any leg definition, could they? They just were just like, just give them wheels. Kids eating these. Kids are stupid. What are they gonna do? Wow, that is a really uniform chicken patty. There's zero variety to the texture, look. It's nastier looking, something about it. I don't know what it is, but something about it reads worse. Reminiscent of Burger King's chicken nuggets. Remember they were peppery. Oh, I see it. I can see pepper in the crust. See the little black specks? I don't know what to do with this because I think they taste better, but they look worse and there's less chicken in them. I think that's gonna have to net out. I think it's gonna be another 5. Okay, the big boys are here. Tyson. Tyson coming in with some slightly better flavor, worse appearance, and worse chicken content. Whoa, whoa! Second ingredient is water. Goes white meat chicken, water, flour. They are also spiced. That's why they taste a little nicer. So yeah, the war crimes against the animal kingdom are carried out every day to make these chicken nuggets, but hey, they taste a little better. Ooh, we have a really nuggety looking nugget here. This looks like it came out from McDonald's. It looks very much like a restaurant chicken nugget, save for the soggy bottom. Haven't had this issue with any of the nugs thus far, but clearly what was making contact with the pan is a bit soggy. Oh, it's gotta be plant-based, and not well. That's gotta be plant-based. If that were chicken, I'd throw it the f away. I'd be like, that is rotten. Ew. I don't know, man. It tastes like a mixture of like cauliflower or something, some cruciferous vegetable. These taste like fucking poison and I hate them. I'm gonna give them a 1. They're terrible. What is this? Wow, these are chicken? What in the f did you guys do? Is this what happens when you try to do things nice? Oh, they're gluten-free, so they're presumably made with gluten-free flour. Holy shit, I thought that was plant-based for sure, because it was so wrong. Wow, that's awful. Okay, we're sticking in nugget territory for now. Another soggy bottom. Thus far, that's been a death knell. All right, this is either plant-based or it's another more like kind of naturally nugget. I have to imagine, oh, I hate that. Look, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but when I move it around, you can see like the network of fibers. Do you see that? This has gotta be a plant-based nugget. It has to be. It just looks so freaking wrong. And it's like this off-white, almost yellowy brown. All right, it's not bad, but it's not very good either. Tastes like it could be plant-based. Then again, I was so wrong on that last one. If anything, that was just natural chicken, gluten-free. But this does taste like it could be plant-based, but not in a bad way, but not in a very good way either. If I were plant-based, this would totally scratch the itch though. So I'm inclined to give it a 5 if it's plant-based and a 3 if it's not. Like, is that fair? I feel like that's fair. Why do I keep, these just taste so little like real food that I keep thinking they're plant-based. All right, that means it gets a 3 because the 5 would be if it were plant-based, I'd be impressed. But as chicken, this shouldn't qualify as food. Oh, this is a little tiny chicken nugget. It's shaped, is that shaped like a heart? All right, breading feels loose on here. Look, see? Breading's pulling away from the chicken and it is soggy. Smells pretty good though. Much juicier patty than the last couple. I don't want to say natural flavor because I've been f***ing wrong so far. But whatever, I think that might taste more natural. The breading is definitely soggier though. It's pulling away from the chicken. That being said, that might be because the chicken is juicier. Even if I squeeze it, you can see a little liquid. It starts to glisten when I squeeze it. Whatever, there's more moisture in here and that might be why the breading's pulling away. Yeah, an interesting one, but not doing me or itself any favors. So I think this is still pretty middle of the road. I'm inclined to give it another 5. Something's really gonna have to impress me much. Kidfresh. I don't know how I feel about that name. I can't point to exactly what's bothering me about it. It's something. Oh, what the f***? Chicken patties with pureed cauliflower? I didn't taste that at all. And you get 2 grams of fiber out of this. I am inclined to raise this guy's score to my first 6 of the day because I'm so impressed that I didn't taste any cauliflower, none of that weird sulfuric cruciferous off flavor. I would never have guessed there's vegetables in that. And neither will your kids. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back in Dino country. Very thin chicken patty, but also very thin breading. Not a terrible ratio there. It's not compensating for something like truck nuts or anything like that. Not crispier, but rather crunchier breading. It definitely, it is soft, but it's got these sort of nubbins on top that are extra crunchy, so it's working out. Flavor's not bad. It's also not very good. Another middle of the packer. I think this is another 5. There's gonna be a lot of 5s today. Straight up Perdue Dino Nuggets, fitting a score as ever there was. You know, I will say is these have higher salt content. At least that bite or that nug was saltier than the other nugs that I've gotten this far, which that's cool. Not gonna buy another point though. What the hell? What is this supposed to be? Is that Mitchell Mouse? The crust on this looks fantastic, I gotta say. Looks really deeply, evenly brown. Almost looks like it's like, I don't want to say panko breaded, but the breadcrumbs look big and kind of fluffy a little bit. It's thick with chicken, but it's also very thick with breading. And the breading's pulling away from it, indicating that it may very well be moist. Is there honey in these? And by that I mean like honey flavor. They taste like when I would go to McDonald's and I'd dip my nuggets in honey, but in a bad way. Yeah, I feel like there's honey flavor in there or something, some odd flavor. Crust is good. All right, that flavor's weird. It's not what you expect when you put it in your mouth. You're expecting certain flavors and you put that in your mouth and you get that weird honey extract flavor. I could be eating my words and there could be absolutely nothing odd in there, but guess what? That's what it tastes like. Mickey's getting a 4. Oh, damn. These are plant-based NUGGS. I should have known by the color. God damn it. Well, you could have fooled me. In fact, you did. Mickey. I was unaware that these were Chik'n. So, I think I'm inclined to knock it up to a 6 because it's impressive that this tastes as close to a chicken nugget as it does. Maybe that's not impressive. Maybe that's what all of them are gonna be like. Only one way to find out. Let's go. Okay, wow. This is a very tender looking nugget, and I don't mean tender. This is a tender. I'm sorry to say, folks, but this is a tender. If it's not, you could have fooled me. Because it has grain to it, which, since we're not doing strips today, leads me to believe that this is plant-based. I hope it's plant-based, because it sure tastes like plants. I'm really impressed by the texture and the look of it. If it's plant-based, maybe we shouldn't be doing this blind. That's something I ask myself every episode. A little spicy. I mean, I think it's just from, there's a lot of black pepper. You can see that. You can see that black pepper. There's a lot of black pepper in the crust to the point where it's actually has a little bit of heat to it. And it's masking let me get just the chicken. I'm gonna pull away the breading. Chicken's pretty juicy. It's got good moisture content. The flavor is vegetal, but very neutral. I think there's too much black pepper in the crust. That's annoying. If these are chicken, I'm gonna give them a 4. Oh, Okay, so we said we weren't gonna do strips, but here we are. I know it says bites, but that threw me off. All right, well, gets a 4 because wasn't that good? I should stop trying to guess what this is. I'm just gonna rank it as it is. No more guessing, none of this bullshit. Yeah, not great. Fitting 4, Tyson Bites. Ugh. That's pale. Then again, it feels pretty crisp, but it looks quite pale. That's not a great look. Let's see what we got here. Sure looks like chicken. Smells like chicken. Ugh, very dry, very pasty. And it has that refrigerator chicken flavor. You know, when you make chicken, particularly breast, and you put it in the fridge overnight and then you eat it like cold the next day, it's got this like off metallic flavor to that. And it's super papery, pulpy, dry. No, I don't care for those at all. I'm inclined to give them a 2. This is Golden Platter, all natural, gluten-free, but it's real chicken, and that is unforgivable because that chicken is dry as shit. Like, that's what it tastes like. Whatever that is. They just didn't stick the landing on the texture, flavor, or appearance. That's the only part where they went wrong. All right, next up we have, oh, what is this now? What is this? Is it supposed to be like this? What is that? Is that a penis? Is that a reproductive organ? Sure looks like it has a penis. I'm gonna eat the penis first. Yes, I am. I'm gonna eat your penis first. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It could be a paw print. Is this Paw Patrol? I wanna guess what these are. When I don't know what they are, I really wanna guess them. I think this is a paw. It really, these two curve out though. You see that? These are just round nubbins. And if this were an animal paw, they would have made these equa round to these, but these kind of curve out. So it could be, is it the Snapchat logo?
Can I draw on it to make you realize what it is?
Fine, okay, yes.
At any point, you can guess what it is.
I don't know how I'm gonna,
Oh shit, that didn't work.
what the hell?
Oh, never mind, I made it worse, I'm sorry.
You just covered it.
I got another one.
What do you think it is from that, Steve? What does that look like? Let's just pretend that didn't happen. And we got very pasty, uniform looking chicken with pretty thin breading. The whole thing's pretty thin though, so whatever's that. Bitter flavor, question mark? I'm gonna try something with ketchup just because it's here. I won't let that affect my rating. Well, how could I not? Wow, these are way better when you dip them in stuff. I gotta say. The textures are fine and the flavor's fine. Nothing's really bad about it, but nothing is good about it either, so it's 5. This is supposed to be a fucking Minion? Have you seen the Minions? I haven't, but I've seen the millions of Facebook memes and commercials and all the other bullshit that they're in, and Despicable Me, which is much better, obviously. This doesn't look like a Minion at all. This is Bob, the short, fat one. What about the tall, skinny guy? This is supposed to be the tall, skinny guy? You could have fooled me. Minions, my ass. I should have gotten, when he drew those 2 big circles, I should have gotten it. Who makes this? John Sewell's! Okay, well, what did we learn? At least they taste the same as the dinosaur ones, right? At least my palate can detect that. What the hell? What is this little thing? It's round. It's a chicken sphere. What the f is that? That's not bits of the breading dragged down in there. That is part of the meat. This has got to be plant-based. Sure tastes plant-based. I don't know if it's the spice or what the meat is made out of, if it is that. It tastes like dried, jarred spices. I really feel like that one's plant-based. The way it tastes behind those jarred spice flavors is this distinctly not chicken flavor. I'm gonna try and put my money where my mouth is and say that this is a plant-based nugget, which I've decided I'm not taking into consideration. I'm going to rank it for what it tastes like for whatever the f it is. So I'm going to give this I'm gonna give it a 4. Those spices taste so jarred. Oh, thank God, I nailed it. Plant-based, thank goodness. Ultimate by Gardein. How are you supposed to say that? Gardein? 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 First ingredients, water. I want to know how hydrating these are. If I ate this whole bag, would my pee be clear? If I eat this whole bag of plant-based chicken nuggets that are, more than anything else, water, will it make my urine clear? Is it the same as drinking an 8-ounce glass of water? If you want to see that short, you know where to comment. And if the top comment is, I want to see Babish eat a whole bag of the Gardein plant-based chicken nuggets, and then I want to see a photo of his, or video of his urine stream, your wish is my command. Ball's in your court. Did somebody just hit the dispensary? Because I spy a fat, sticky nug. It's not sticky. It's a little fat, though. What are we doing on the inside? That looks like chicken. Tastes like chicken. One of the juicier nuggets I've had so far. They really whipped some water in there. Okay, you can see that. Yeah. That's what you want to see when you squeeze your nugget. That's tasty. We've been beset with 5s, and I think we have a proper 6 on our hand. This tastes like chicken, and good natural chicken doesn't taste like that fake trying to be a chicken nugget flavor. It just tastes like chicken. So I think this is a well-earned 6. What the fucking hell? Panko? You could have fooled me. There's nothing about this that's panko. Like, that doesn't even look like panko. And why is it so significantly juicier than their other ones? Perdue Panko gets a 6. Whoa, what the hell's going on here? This one has a bald spot and it looks way more freeform. There's no way that this is a dinosaur or a beloved cartoon character. Or is it? It's like looking at the clouds and being like, what is this? Is this a rubber duck that's looking up like this, craning its neck back? It kind of looks, right? There's nothing else that it could be. What's this direction reading as? I only see balls.
Yeah, balls.
Very loose breading that's falling off. And this is a piece of chicken. This is not chunked and formed. That's a piece of chicken breast, so. Ugh, bad flavor. Chicken's drier than that Perdue Panko for some reason. And it tastes like they brined it with, it tastes watery, but in that water is a cleaning agent of some sort. Oh, the breading's falling off too, and it's soggy. Look at that, breading falls right off, and it's soggy. I'm gonna give these a 3. 3 for the, whoa, no, Bell & Evans. My preferred brand of air-chilled grocery store chicken. Not doing so good in the chicken nugget department. I respect that they went with full pieces of breast. It's not chunked and formed. And it's crazy, these are air-chilled. These aren't, specifically are not brined. So the juiciness there is natural, though it's not very juicy. But I don't know, there's just this off flavor. Yeah, there's a weird flavor in there. Sorry, Bell & Evans. Maybe next time. Thank you. Oh my God. Now, no one is gonna know what I'm talking about when I say this. I am guessing that this is a bear of some sort, but the first thing I thought when I saw it was the penultimate episode of the first season of Star Trek Next Generation. There is a species of parasitic alien that go into people's mouths like, and it attaches itself to the brainstem and controls the humans and causes a conspiracy within Starfleet. And that's exactly where my brain went, was with this. But I do think it's supposed to be a bear, teddy bear, that I'm now going to vivisect, like in the Middle Ages. Pretty big gap between breading and chicken. The chicken is pretty thin, so is the breading. It smells oddly spiced, almost like cumin. Tastes like cumin. Thus far, every single time I've tasted cumin, it has not been listed as an ingredient. I will not say that I'm wrong, because in those ingredients, usually there's something that says spices, and that could be in there. The texture is kind of like that Perdue Natural, where it was gummy. And the flavor is predominantly of cumin. That's not okay. Unless these are cumin nuggets, unless that's like Perdue's cumin teddy bears. That could be a thing. I'm not crazy about it at all. This feels more like a true 3 to me. I'm gonna give this a 3, and I'm gonna bump the Bell & Evans up to a 4, because it was not good, but it wasn't offensive like these are. These, in both texture and flavor, are bad without being panic-inducing poison. All right, let's see what it is. Tov Teddy Bites. Yeah, these have a very unfortunate texture, and it just says spices. It doesn't say if there's cumin in it, but I swear to God, that's all I taste is cumin. Uh-oh. What is this supposed to be? Is it just like optimized for mouth insertion? No, gagged. activated my gag reflex. Is it optimized for dipping? Perhaps you got this little tail to hang on to, so you can dip. I mean, it feels good. Just go like that, feels good. Sorry, I didn't cut it in half. That tastes plant-based. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. There's also this filler in there. I think some of these companies mix some of the breading into the chicken or protein mixture, both to bolster the flavor and also because it costs less. And you can see it in there. Like, that is most definitely breading that's been mixed into the farce. That's what the filling of a processed meat product is called, farce. Very dense, kind of stodgy texture. Flavor's fine. Nothing bad about it. Nothing very good. Got another 5 here. Oh, you fooled me. You went and fooled me. I'm tempted to give a 6 because, no, I said that these might be plant-based. They didn't fool me. I just was non-committal about it. Doesn't buy you a point. Get out of here. Yeah, worthy of a 5. Okay, this is interesting. Whoa, very crispy. Holy hell, it feels so rigid. I think it's crispy. It's just so rigid. And this is something that's really doing it for me right now. If you look really close, can you see the bubble structure? Can you see all those little tiny bubbles in there? That's like indicative of almost like a tempura or something. And it feels so strong and rigid. Oh, it's spicy. I didn't know we were doing spicy. They're only so spicy because I wasn't expecting it. Ah, and they're giving me like a wasabi nose thing right now. Oh, Lord. Kids might eat these. Careful. What the f? These have to be plant-based. There's no way this is meat. Yeah, that's plant. Those are plants. God damn. Those are freaking spicy. I can't taste anything. I can't taste any aspect of that other than hot and some spices. That's gotta be plant-based, and it's too spicy for me to tell if it tastes good or not. So I'm just gonna go off what it is. I'm not crazy about the texture. Breading's okay. It's just too thick and it's too just rigid. It's not crispy or crunchy. It's just, they're not very good. I'm gonna give them a 4. I don't really like them that much. Oh my God. I'm gonna get crucified. Don't you people like this? You internet people? Isn't this the hot thing on the streets right now? I mean, it's really great branding. We were just talking about how great branding this is when we were going through all the bags of nuggets. Like, that looks dystopic in a very fun way. Like, one ration of chicken style nuggets. But I like the branding way more than I like the nugget. That is not very good. Yeah, damn, what a letdown. I was not, they live up to this part. They are spicy and they are nugs, but they are a whack simulation, if you ask me. Also, this expires like, well, 1 month from now, but you don't normally see that. No, what? Uh-oh.
It's 2025.
Yeah, it is 2025, Steve, and these expired 18 March 2024. These are almost a year past their expiry date, which if they had real chicken in them might be more of a concern. Okay, maybe we should asterisk this, that maybe there was a degradation in quality. Hell, they might have changed their whole f***ing recipe since 2022. They haven't changed their packaging, but...
Maybe they're out of business. Maybe that's why we couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, maybe this is like, you know, looking at the North Star, where it died millions of years ago, but you're just seeing the residual light from it. That's what these nugs are. Okay, anyway, this is a 4 with some serious caveats. It might have spent way too long in the freezer. They might have changed their whole recipe. We were still getting over COVID when they made these. Oh, wow. Oh, look at all the topography on this guy. Oh, it's like the Grand Tetons in there. So look at the canyons and the valleys and the peaks. This seems like it's gonna be another piece of au naturel chicken, and it is. I don't know why I'm so disappointed. Terribly dry. That same Burger King chicken nugget flavor. It's got the pepper. The breading is turning a little gummy, and I'm cool with it, but I'm not crazy about it. Oh, fuck, that's another 4, I think. I think that's another 4. Okay, this one is Perdue popcorn chicken. When it comes to the food you feed your family, quality matters. When it comes to other people's families, those guys. That's the American way. Popcorn chicken. Okay, we're back in nugget territory. Ooh, It's very rigid and crisp. Ah. Ooh, ooh. That's plants. That's gotta be plants. It fucking better be plants. They better not have made chicken look like that. I swear to God, this better be plants. I feel like there's a hint of vanilla in there. This better be plants. You better not have done this to chicken. Very, very, very off-putting sweetness. Very strange sweetness happening. Like the outside is crunchy, but then the inside is very gummy. Oh, you can see, look at that. See that? Like all the strings and stuff. Crunchy on the outside, very gummy on the inside. I'm gonna give this a 2. What is this? Quorn. Meatless Chik'n nuggets. They're really pushing my patience with these Chik'n. 4 grams of fiber. That's got to be the most fiber I've seen thus far, and it tastes like it. It's made of mycoprotein. Okay. Wait, there's egg white in this. These aren't vegan. So these are vegetarian only. They're not vegan. Doesn't change their score. They're still bad. Huh? Something else. Do not use any of those. Don't you dare. All right, we have a chicken fry. We have our first fry. Well, they look like they're gonna be spicy, and they are. They have a little bit of heat to them. It is a flavorless heat. No discernible chili or spice or anything. Farce is spongy. The crust is okay. They're a fun shape. I have to say it. I'm legally obliged to say it. They're a fun shape. But that's, I think, all they really have going for them. This is a proper amount of heat. Those fucking nugs were trying to kill me, and they're dangerous. You shouldn't put those around your kids. These are just a little tiny bit of heat. Worst case, you're gonna get one of those cries where you're like, okay, relax, calm down. This fucking kid, man. 3. I think that's a 3. Yummy! Yummy's back with hot chicken breast fries with rib meat. That's not fair that you can call these chicken breast fries, but then they use rib meat. There has to be some legislative loophole that they found where, like, if you don't have to call it dark meat if you just call it chicken breast with rib meat. That has to be a law that was passed. And they're just hot. They don't taste good. 3. Okay, here we go with a nug. Looks to have been breaded and fried. That strikes me as a vegetable replacement. If it's chicken, it's got some chunks of what look like gristle or something in there. There's a varied consistency to the farce. Ugh. Would not be surprised if those are plant-based. They have a very strange, unidentifiable flavor. The crust is decently crisp, if not edging in on a little gummy. Let's try the farce on its own. Oh, that came right off. Wow, these things peel like an orange. All right, that's gotta be a vegetable patty because it's got a very distinctly vegetal kind of flavor to it. Texture's okay, it's pretty dry. The crust is, it's not very good. It's not horrible either. I'm gonna give it a 4. Impossible, question mark? Because I believe it. Impossible makes the very, very best plant-based ground beef. The chicken, not so much. Definitely tastes like plant matter. Water, wheat flour, again, water, first ingredient. One thing that's interesting is that they're saying chicken nuggets. It's not chick apostrophe N or chick-un or Chik'n. It just says chicken nuggets. I wonder how they can do that. Like, it's kind of like how the dairy farmers refuse to allow nut milk folk to call their shit milk. So I'm surprised that they're allowed to do this. All right, chicken nugget. What stories await on the inside of you? That looks like chicken, albeit chicken that's been cut with the breading, as we've seen. That or with like dark meat or something. I'm seeing chunks of something in there. It doesn't look like the rest of it. Nah, texture's okay, pretty dry, but nothing gummy or too upsetting in that way. Decent crisp. Flavor's not good. Again, very day-old chicken flavor. Very, very freezer burn, if you will. And these were not freezer burned. We checked. Or Nico checked, I think. I asked him to check. Yeah, there's an off metallic flavor in there. They're really dry too. Not a fan of these at all. I'm gonna give these a 2. 2 for you. On-Cor chicken nibblers. These got a 2. If I had seen their name, I would have given them a 1. I hate that. I hate that. On-Cor, that word didn't need a play on. it. You could have just called it On-Cor or anything else. On-Cor. What does that mean? It's not even like, it doesn't indicate food. Nothing about this is like, if this were a corn product, maybe, but even then I'd be like, call it On-Corn, right? Chicken nibblers, niblet shaped. All right, we have a, well, if I'm being honest, this kind of looks like one of those turds that you get sometimes. You know? You know what I'm talking about? When you have an upset stomach and you think it's gonna be diarrhea, but a bunch of these things come out. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, it looks like chicken. Looks like there's pepper in the crust. Calling it now. It's shaped like one of those turds. And ooh, hang on. That can't be. I must be imagining that. I'm going to retrieve some farce. I think it's squeaky. It's squeaky. Not as much as a cheese curd, but it is squeaky. I don't think that I'm breaking it down at all. It doesn't feel like it's mushing at all. It feels like it's just separating into more and more small pieces in my mouth. Like as though I'm tearing a piece of paper into a bunch of tinier, smaller shreds all the way down to the atoms, you know? No, I know that doesn't make sense, but also it's squeaky. This is gross, it's dry. The flavor's okay, but it's still not good. The texture's probably the worst of the day, I think. I'm gonna give them a 1. I hate the texture. Wellshire, was that supposed to be a dinosaur? What is that supposed to be? What is that? What dinosaur is this? I can see what they were doing. I can see that it's there. It was the one with the tail that whacks things and the armor on its head. I don't know dinosaur names. That's not a dinosaur. If I gave these to a kid and I was like, here you go, here's your Dinobite, here's your dinosaurs, I think they'd rightfully slap me in the face and say, what the fuck? They even had to photograph them on a bias, on an angle, to be like, okay, when you look at them straight on, those probably look like dinosaurs. From that angle, I get it. They probably don't look like dinosaurs that much. Oh, and this one asks you not to microwave it. I've never seen that. To preserve flavor and texture, please do not microwave. We wouldn't want you to spoil the intentions of our farmers by using a gauche wave-based appliance. This is also great too. No added hormones. That's a good feature, right? Except, asterisk, federal regulations prohibit the use of added hormones in poultry. So again, we have another, we didn't break the law to make these, and we're proud of that fact. Wellshire. Okay, another chicken nugget. So we have a very dry looking farce. Look what happens when I squish. Yeah, pulpy. Ugh. I think these are chicken. I can't tell. And that's a bad sign. You know, that's a bad place to start. Are these chicken? Good place to start if you're not chicken. But if you're chicken, that's a death knell. These are bad. All right, they're not bad. They look so dry that I'm convinced that they're dry, but they're not that dry. They're dry. They're dry. Crunchy enough on the outside, pretty dense texture, and decent flavor. Nothing's wrong with the flavor. So I'll give these I'm gonna give them a 4. Oh, they're chicken. They're chicken. Okay, good job. You made passable chicken nuggets. They're still a 4. Sorry, MorningStar Farms, Kellogg Company. You'll be fine. Okay, we got another nuggets, chicken. This one has a delicate breading. It's falling off a little bit. That might be an exception. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, the breading comes off pretty easy, which normally that's reserved for your whole pieces of white meat chicken. Not this chunked and formed patty. Looks like it's juicy enough. Cauliflower! Cauliflower! So that's made of cauliflower, 100%. It's gotta be made of cauliflower. I'm impressed by the texture. The texture doesn't read as veggie patty at all. Dear God, that is made of cauliflower. And you know what? I don't mind it. I know I winced before because, well, I wasn't expecting it. But if I buy some cauliflower bites that are chicken nugget style, I see no problem here. The breading's shitty though. I can't give them a 5. Impressive texture, decent moisture content, not very good crust, strong cauliflower flavor. As I say all those out loud, that sounds like a 4. Thank God, okay. Whew. And so it was. What? These are still chicken. Dude, I would have if I were a vegetarian, I would 100% would not have looked any closer than the fact that it's called Caulipower. I can't say it without the L. I don't know what to do about this. I almost want to give it a lower score because I had earlier today, I had chicken nuggets that had cauliflower in them and I had no idea. And these, I had no idea there was chicken in them. They only taste like cauliflower. Holy shit. Cauliflower is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth ingredient after salt. There's more salt in these than there is cauliflower. And they only taste like cauliflower. I'm knocking it down. I'm knocking it down to a 3. Okay, very, that looking nugget. Chicken looks juicy. When I squeeze it, that's not nothing. Very boring. Wow, do I not like oven chicken? I haven't liked any of these. Am I a monster? This only tastes like breading. I can't taste chicken at all. The farce is juicy, but it's not as juicy as it looks. Like it doesn't taste that way, the way I just squeezed it at you. The breading is thin and crunchy enough. All that to be said, it's not very good, but it's not terrible. That's a 4. It's another 4. Tyson Air Fried. To be fair, this is 75% less fat, which is laudable. But in exchange, tastes like nothing. I'm glad my palate's tuned to some things because this does taste like absolutely nothing. 4 grams of fat in 85 grams worth of nuggets. That's significantly lower than most of these nuggets. Usually they're in the 10 to 15 gram range. So you're getting a big fat savings at cost of flavor. And in other news, the sky is blue, unless it's cloudy out or nighttime. Okay, another dry looking nugget. I wouldn't be surprised if this was also on the healthier side. Oh boy, the breading is pulling away from the meat as though it is afraid of it. That is also a very dense looking farce. Looks like chicken. Same exact deal as the last one. Same exact deal. These must be healthier because they also just fully lack flavor. This is the exact same score, 4. And now this is just Yummy's standard issue giant bag. How much was this, 50 bucks? 4 pounds of chicken nuggets. You better have 4 kids. Going through a pound of nuggets a week. $20. You could have fooled me. As a little guy, I've had littler though today, so you're gonna have to really show up if you want to impress me with your littleness. Ha! Ah! A honeycomb structure of nightmares, a catacombs of farce. Oh my God, it's terrifying. It tastes like chicken, but God, I hope it's not. Just the way that they made it look and feel, this better not be chicken. It could be tofu. In fact, I think that might be what it is. It's not striking me as a chicken product. That being said, the farce tastes super neutral. Breading tastes good, but it's soft. It's not, you can see it's floppy. It's got some crunch to it towards the edges here, but for the most part, it's quite soft. Nothing gross about it, but nothing worth eating another bite. So, and God, that texture really freaks me out to look at. I'm gonna give it a 4. Man, I must hate chicken nuggets. Something's wrong with me. What? What? This can't be. Why are these so different from their other products? We've had other nuggets today. None of them look like that on the inside. Also, how is this chicken? What did they do to this chicken? These are just their standard factory issue nuggets. I want it to be lower because I would have bet my life that was not chicken. That doesn't look like chicken. I have to knock it down. That's insane. The fact that once was a living, breathing creature is wholly unappetizing and is gonna cost you a point. Another chicken nugget, which this looks like it has just a boring breading on it. I'm not crazy about how that looks. Very tight farce, very tight. Little juicy, little tiny bit. It is quite slippery and spongy and not very good. Chicken itself is flavorless. The breading is very flavorful, but not a good flavor. Yeah, it just tastes like breading. Maybe I'm just starting to lose my mind. Either way, it's not good. I know objectively that that's not good. Little to nothing that I like about that. It's not like horrendous or horrifying, but it's just roundly bad. So I think that's a 3, another 3. What the hell? Sugar Hill Farms. Microwavable, unlike that Wellshire Farms, where they're like, please don't microwave these. You'll ruin them. Okay, well, this appears to be, I would assume, given its size, that it's probably a very discount bargain bin chicken nugget. And it tastes like that. So, ugh. Well, folks, there you have it. If you wanted proof that I am dead inside, look no further, because here you see my top scoring nuggets. None of them got higher than a 6. 2 of them are, well, one of them's fully vegetable based, one of them's like part cauliflower, and the other one is the same exact as the others, but it has panko, which it doesn't look like panko at all. I just swear they were juicier and flavorfuller, or more flavorful. What did we learn? Frozen chicken nuggets roundly kind of suck. Sorry. I wanted there to be a really good one. I wanted there to be one where I'm like, wow, that was great. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. But this bowl of scraps that I'm now gonna dump out on the table begs to differ. The Mickey Mouse shaped Chik'n nuggets. These, I can't remember them honestly at all. These, I do remember that I was impressed that they have cauliflower in them. I didn't taste one single little bit of hint of cauliflower, which they were originally a 5. I bumped them up to a 6 because you could have fooled me and you did. The Perdue Panko nuggets tasted wholly different than their other nugget offerings. They were juicy. This, I think, was the juiciest nugget of the day, and they had better flavor or something. I don't know. This has been one of the most disappointing days of my life. I don't know. It feels like my childhood was just stabbed to death in front of me. Like I remember these being so good, and at best they were okay. Kids love chicken nuggets. Kids also love eating crayons and eating their boogers and catching giardia, river mouth disease. So I'm not gonna trust their palates, all right? So as long as they're willing to eat this schlock, I would say feed it to them, but now everything's twice the price because of the bird flu. And us buying every kind of chicken nugget didn't help those prices. So we're sorry for the role we played in that. We do promise that we're gonna make as much good use of these nuggets as we possibly can. Everybody's gonna take home what they want, what they can eat. Clearly, I'm not gonna take much because I didn't like them. I'll take these. Ooh. I didn't see that. I didn't see what gross the minion drawing one was front and center. Anyway, I hope that this has been entertaining, question mark? Because all it did was disenchant me. And I wish I hadn't done it. So, in all seriousness, chicken nuggets are fun, okay? They're fun. And the kids aren't gonna know the difference. So get the cheapest ones. Just get whatever's cheapest. And just, once they're like, you know, this is gross, then start buying them real food. Leave a comment what you want me to see me rank next. And which ones did I miss? And what are your favorite chicken nuggets? Thank you for watching. I mean that genuinely.